Hello, welcome back to Dumbleware's podcast. Let's look at filters. What are filters doing to this universe? Cody, do you have any experience using filters, and how is it benefiting you in your life, your personal life?
My face is perfect, so I'm fortunately very blessed where if I use the filter, it actually decreases my beauty. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I love that. So I we don't have a choice but to use filters because every phone has built-in filters that you don't know about.
Yeah, no, I definitely use the filters.
Yeah,
it's very minimal for me, just because, I don't know, I always like to, I don't want to ever feel like I'm catfishing. But some people don't care.
I was just going to say this. Filters is a form, I wrote out here, it's a seemingly innocent form of catfishing to entice or persuade the online lookers to perceive you in a different light. But tell me something, have you ever been to a presentation, a speaker event, and the speaker, you see the face and what they're speaking about, and it's a 20-year younger individual than who's on stage, and you're like, but wait a minute, who's this person?
100%.
Isn't that kind of catfishing?
Yeah.
Of course it is. It's professional catfishing, right? I think.
I have a friend who, the way she shows up in photo, she's a different human being, and it's consistent.
Yes.
It's like she has her photo version of herself that she uses all the time that looks nothing like her, and then who she shows up in. It's like two different people.
So tell me.
I would never say her name.
Oh, okay. Do I look like my images taken, or when you see me in person, you see my pictures from my book or advertisements or so forth, does it look that different?
No, you look very similar. I didn't even know that you use filters. I was gonna crack a joke, but I can't do that to you.
But I don't think I think it's the built-in filters that every camera have, but I don't really use much.
No,
I do my Botox, my fillers.
Your hand is your filter. Come on, as a man who injects, I would hope that you would not.
Absolutely.
You take care of yourself. You take care of your skin. You take care of it. I mean, you look great. Because how old are you?
Myself, so I don't even know what I look like now. Who am I? So let's jump right back into the pros of a few pros of filters. Creativity. Filters allow us to be creative and express ourselves vibrantly. I love that. It can enhance who we look like and give a perception of a better, bigger individual in front of whomever we want to see that picture, which is very common in the dating sites. Because if you put up your average Joe's photo, these websites and these applications, these apps will not do well. So they have to make you look better, which goes into one of the pictures, number 2, not even number 1, of this Snapchat photo of this lady. I will say she looks late 30s, early 40s, Asian face, and with the catfishing filter from Snapchat, she doesn't look better. It just looks different.
It definitely doesn't look better. It looks more animated.
But can you identify the filtered features that's on this?
Well, the fake
5.
freckles.
One, freckles.
The eyes.
2, eyes.
The tone of her
3,
her
the tone.
Skin. They completely got rid of her
4,
nasolabial fold.
yes. Wow, you learned a lot. 4.
Ooh, and the hair.
5,
the
hair.
hair's fuller. So
what
there's
about
one
the lips?
more, huh?
6.
And the lips.
And the eyebrows. 7.
And so the face, the whole face.
The whole face. And look at the shape of the face. The entire face was changed on this.
And she's a beautiful woman. I don't necessarily
She's a
think
pretty
it's
girl.
For the better.
100%. This cartoonish Snapchat image, I think, is a turn off. If 11 p.m. at night, I have a glass of wine, swiping through Snapchat, I'm not gonna click on her.
Right.
Would you click on her?
No, but not because she's not beautiful.
She's not your type.
Right. I prefer Y chromosomes.
Okay, got it.
But,
right.
All
right, very good. Let's look at the second one. Confidence boost. Well, we know that. Entertainment, it removes the inhibitions from posting oneself online. For example, why is it that on TikTok and then many Instagram, girls are so comfortable dancing and showing a lot more skin? Because they know that the filters are making their bodies and themselves look so much better. It kind of entices them to do more for the camera, which makes more money for IG and Snapchat and everything else.
Wait, which one are you talking about? Because I don't see anybody dancing.
Well, there's no one dancing. This was the pros and cons. So on the pro, it was entertainment. So the filters allow us to be more entertaining and more attractive to the audience.
Also, for me, like, I don't wear a lot of makeup in general, just on a day-to-day life. So I don't use the makeup filters, but I do use the regular filters on the iPhone because the shadows and it'll make my hair look thicker. It'll give me a natural like highlight. Like, so it's a way to like not have to put makeup on, but like slightly enhance the photo, but still look like yourself.
So you remember photos without filters? These were the old camera phones that we had before. Once they increased the pixels, they understood that, we've got to do something to make these faces look better. Otherwise, people are not going to take selfies. They're not going to take as much pictures. And as soon as filters were introduced, there was a huge blow up, a huge trend in taking more and more pictures. Now let's look at some of the cons. We have the privacy concerns. If you have any children, you'll know that we don't want our kids online because we're exposing them to the world. So when you give your child a cell phone, you're not giving them the world in their hands. You're giving them to the world. So there's a very different. Yeah,
that's very good way of putting it.
Idea of saying that. Then there comes the dependency. Cody, very personal question. You wake up in the morning, you're up, you go to the restroom. Is your phone with you?
No. My phone's next to my bed. I just recently started I used to sleep my phone in the bed, and I thought like that's really bad energy.
So your phone is never with you in the bathroom?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Just not the first one in the morning.
Not the first one. So, but why is that a thing now? I would say, what's your guess?
It's replaced the book.
It's replaced the book.
Yeah.
There you go. So everyone's phone is in the bathroom with them. I would say 99% of individuals.
Even when I'm in the shower.
But it's a dependency. It's as though we cannot have a lack of entertainment, excitement, endorphin, riveting, content.
Yeah.
Or we cannot be by ourselves or alone without the noise.
And it's sad because like I used to read all the time before I went to sleep, and now I'm like, we're no longer imaginative. Like we're no longer just sitting in our thoughts because we're constantly scrolling.
Absolutely. And then the last one is going to be the distortion of the reality. So what happens is that we think that everyone else is so much more prettier or handsome for men than we are. When you're looking at social media, everyone seems to look better than you. I mean, when I look at social media,
speak
all
for
the
yourself,
guys,
Clark.
No, honestly, all the guys seem to look better than me.
No way, Clark.
I feel, but this is how I feel.
Age?
Well, not the men my age. The men my age.
See, yeah.
Maybe I'm competing with the 25-year-olds.
Yeah,
and I shouldn't,
exactly.
Right? But that's what shows up on my front page. What shows up on your front page?
Oh no, I mean women my age, and I'm mid-30s, like definitely walking outside looking immaculate. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so now let's jump right into picture number one. I know we did picture number two already, but number one, we have this seemingly young girl, either teens or very, very early 20s, and there's an image next to her. What do you think about this image?
Honestly, it just makes me kind of sad because she's so beautiful.
Michael Jackson, creepy-ish.
Yeah, well, it's almost AI. It
is AI generated.
But meaning like, how they're making AI characters of people who actually don't exist?
Yes.
That's what this looks like. Like, it doesn't look like her. I could see the similarities.
It just takes hints of her resemblance.
Exactly.
And put it and morph it into an image that's...
Yeah, it's like, hey, what if you were to come out looking,
but in a sense, isn't this
Victoria's Secret model?
Right. Isn't this the extreme case of makeup? That's what we can say this is, right? So when you have an individual, for example, her lips are much fuller, her nose is kind of really thin, very
That's the Michael
surgically.
Jackson aspect of it, yeah.
Absolutely. But then look at her eyes. The shape of her eyes are absolutely different.
And the color. She's like blue bright on the right, and she's like, it's just enhanced. Like she's got beautiful, almost like hazily looking eyes on the left, and on the right side they're lighter.
Right. Now here's the thing. This is going to be the norm, by the way. Most individuals are working from home now. Am I right?
Yeah.
So what's going to happen next? People are not going to be meeting others in person anymore. Everything is going to be AI generated.
Yeah, it's apparently there was a Marilyn Monroe AI chatbot for lifelike interactions that came out with today. This is insane. So like people who don't even, sex symbols that aren't even living anymore were coming out with AI to interact with them.
So now let's jump into number 3. There's the Asian face. Well, she looks. I won't say Vietnamese. Maybe
definitely South Pacific, it seems.
South Pacific, yeah. So when you look at the features, though, it morphs into that kind of Japanese style look.
Correct, yeah.
Except for the nose. The nose isn't that, not even Korean style nose. But you can see that this looks like a, I don't believe it's AI generated. I just think it's filter over filter over filter that created her look like this. Unless, and it's definitely not surgery because she's in the same very spot, same hair, same everything. So this has to be a filter.
Yeah. It looks like two different people to me. It does not, like, if you were to see a picture of the girl on the left, or if you see her walking down the street, and you saw a picture of the girl on the right, or you saw her working on the street, they look completely different.
So do you feel that the before picture, do you feel that she has issues with her look? Do you feel that she feels that she's ugly?
I don't think she feels that she's ugly. I think she goes through exactly what we go through with Western civilization when it comes to like the exotic or Kardashian look. In Asian culture, to have bigger eyes and a smaller, more longer face is what's beauty to them.
But this change is drastic.
Yeah. And the skin's fair, but that's what I'm saying. The standards of what's beautiful in Asian society is the changes that she made. She made her hair lighter. She made her skin lighter, which, as you know, Asian market is the highest market for skin cream, for skin lightening cream. And the eyes look a little bit more open and big, and her face looks more.
So definitely, if she was even slightly happy with her image, the change wouldn't be this drastic. She doesn't see herself as pretty. So after you make this change, do you see yourself as pretty? After this change is made, does she still consider herself pretty now, or does she still see her old self in the mirror?
She sees her old self in the mirror.
I think so also.
Yeah.
I think she sees her old self. So now let's look at this American version. I'm saying American. Is she really American? I don't know. Picture number 4, I guess. Picture number 4. I think American because it looks like this American classic style, large
Playboy
lips.
style. Yeah,
Playboy style, large lips, thin face. But here's what I mean about AI and so forth. You can see here that the skin tone completely changed her face.
I'm not mad at this one.
Why not?
Because if she had a makeup artist, she would look like this.
Makeup, correct.
If she did, this is the makeup filter app. Her nose is the same, her lips are the same, her eyes are the same. The only difference is the fuller hair and the makeup, the contouring. She could actually look like this in real life with makeup.
Can I disagree with you a little bit?
Go right ahead.
Because her nose is not the same at all. Absolutely
but it's makeup though. That's
but it's makeup, right? It's makeup because you were a makeup artist. Did you do makeup? You did something?
Yeah. I'm licensed in hair. I have a full cosmetology license. The contouring, the highlighter that she has going down the middle, and the contouring on the side, she could literally do her makeup like this. Go out at night and look like this.
Do you think she's pretty?
I think she's stunningly pretty. I think her natural face is very beautiful.
I wouldn't date her.
It looks like she.
I wouldn't date her. I don't know. It's too much.
To the eye of the beholder, I don't. to be blonde and beautiful, to me, it's like very, you know, you'd have to look very rare and different.
I don't know, this looks like a lot of work.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, aesthetically, she's got beautiful green eyes, like,
no,
it looks like she's got filler in her lips, you know, she might actually have real filler in real life, but like, to me.
She has filler, 100%.
To me, this isn't a huge stretch.
I see.
It's not as drastic. It's like, she could legit do her makeup.
All right.
And walk outside and look like
this. I think we can move on because she's making me upset a little bit. So let's look at number 5. On number 5, now number 5 doesn't look that bad. It looks like this is just a regular camera filter that's used, right?
These are the kinds I use.
These are the kinds that we use. So the filter fits her skin to some degree, but she looks like she's had some tear trough treatments done under the eye. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. Tear trough treatment under the eyes. But what's lacking here, I think if she were to do her temples, it would make her look so much younger and more beautiful. Because as you look at
filling the temple?
By filling 100% the temple. So the temples is a very, very missed feature of the face that invites youthfulness. When you're younger, the temples are more full. You have a curvature or straightness. My temples were done about a year and a half ago. I did my temples. You can't tell now, but if I give you...
also have the glass mark.
The glass marks, yeah. If I show you my pictures before, you would not believe that's how it was. So temples tend to concave as we go older. A very good friend of mine yesterday, I did his temples. He could not believe how young he looked after his temples was done. So if her temples were done, it would remove the harsh, bony upper orbital bone underneath her eyebrow.
I don't think she needs anything done.
I think she needs temples.
Yeah.
She would look amazing with temples done. Right now, her temples undone. In my opinion, my professional medical opinion, her temples makes her look older, 100%.
Let's go on to the next
number. So number 6 kind of looks like number 4 to some degree, kind of like almost that same characteristic, the hair, the face.
The same filters and with that hair.
That's right, and the longness of the face. Mm-hmm. Now, in one of our episodes, we spoke about making the face appear a little older and attractive by elongating the face. And I find that most of the filters, what they do is, the first thing they do is to make the face thinner. When the face is thinner, it invites youthfulness and beautifulness as well. Number 7.
Well, also, sorry to
number 6.
It takes her personality away. Like, you see her personality in the natural one, and the filter one is just like.
But that's a great point. Thank you. So it kind of makes it like a magazine image where you're not looking at the individual anymore.
No, all the individualistic aspects of that person are gone.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, and then take a look at her chin. Number 4, the chin. So her chin here, she has. The chin is not a great looking chin, but you can see how much reduced in size the chin is on the filtered portion of it. So I don't know what AI they're using, but it's an amazing AI generated image on this filter. So number 7, is that number 7 that we're looking for?
Yeah, with the houndstooth, the black and white.
Houndstooth. In this face, again, number 7, it almost becomes what we expect to see. It's almost like a boring image of a beautiful girl.
Yep, I was gonna say the personality's gone. Gone. It's just that filter look. It's a filter face.
Correct. So she looks good. She's beautiful, but she's a boring beautiful. There's nothing there except an AI style filter, which I think takes away from her natural beauty. For one, I like her better without the filter than with the filter. Agreed.
She looks, it's crazy how like the perfect filtered face or the perfect, Hollywood filled face is becoming the norm. And now that it's the norm, men are not liking that. Right. Men want out of the ordinary.
Absolutely.
So even if it's like a top 10 perfect, if that becomes the norm, they're going to want something that's maybe an 8 or 9.
That's right. And then if you look at Miss Universe and Miss USA, these beauty pageants in the past, they were beautiful, but they all had their differences. They all had their deficits, let me say. But the deficits make us beautiful. Deficits inherently makes us beautiful. Let's look at number 8, which is this gentleman with the thick eyebrows, the full face. The first thing I noticed is that his face is thinner again.
This is terrifying to me. I don't mean to be disrespectful. This is like something happened. It's like a movie to me. Something happened and he had to go under the knife to make his face look different.
You
Kind
think
of
so?
situation. Yes.
I don't know. Of all of these images, his seems more reasonable.
No, he looks like a totally different person. He went from a 28-year-old to a 17-year-old guy getting ready to go to college, but two different people.
Yeah, yeah.
I would think this is his little brother. Which I guess isn't too, maybe that's what he used to look like at that age.
But can I tell you, if you put your hands over the top image and just look at his cheek and his jawline,
okay.
Do you see the difference there? So the done image looks so much better.
He did a skinny filter. Apparently, he did it 10 times.
Right. Apparently, 10 times he did a filter.
He did a filter and then he did a filter.
Do you think he looks better with the filter or without?
It's not a matter to me of better. It's just a matter of different. Like, I think he could lose weight
and look like
and
this?
look not as chiseled,
right?
But still be closer to you know.
If he lost a little weight, actually, if he doesn't lose any weight and he came to me, I can make him look even better than this filter.
I agree, because the filter looks a little hungry.
That's right. Absolutely. And also the one thing that's lacking in his face is his cheekbones. His anterior
For sure.
front cheekbones
flatter.
Thank you, it's all flat. But his original image, he's too wide in the lower face as well. That's number. So now let's look at number 9. This is the last image, and this image, you know, I love this image because it's a cute couple. I mean, it's a little cringy with the vacationing couple, and you know, one always goes missing. But what do you think about her?
Yeah, Clark. This goes from like Giselle and Tom Brady vibes to like early Miley Cyrus and Liam.
Early Miley.
Like, it really does. Like, they know they should. First of all, this is what's crazy. Their mouths are closed in the first one.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
That's what, and then they gave them teeth. Perfect Colgate commercial, 1980s teeth.
I think it's that perfectness that makes it ugly, especially for her. For him, he just looks different. But for her, I think I don't know, it's a toss-up. But
she has a totally different nose in the filter, totally different eyebrows. It's two different people, both of them. And the guy's definitely different.
Do you think she likes this? I mean, she probably posted it. This is. I mean, I think we're going into a culture where we're liking these avatars. No,
they are avatars. That's a great way of putting it.
Avatars. Yeah.
I don't like. It's crazy to me how you can present yourself digitally like this and then show up and feel comfortable and confident as if you didn't misrepresent yourself.
But this is the same as Professor ABC, who has a 20-year younger image of themselves.
No, that's different. I see what you're saying when you asked me earlier. Because that just gives me the like, well, at least you did look like that and you're just holding on. At least at one point you did look like that.
But it's
still sad.
Me.
It's still sad.
Me. Yeah.
It's definitely still sad, but you're young for a person. Both of these people, to like society standards, are good-looking people. This couple here is a good-looking couple.
I agree.
And now, rather than just like you could be significantly less fortunate looking than they look, right?
Can I tell you? Yeah.
And they don't want to. And now, rather than just living in that, they want to show up as like what the creme de la creme version of them would be, and everyone would look at them.
That's the negative side of filters. Yeah. So I would say, you know, I would wrap up this series.
Wait, one question, Clark.
Sure.
Sorry, because this is important. Do you think injectors could use filters to show clients what they could look like, or do you think that's dangerous?
I think it's dangerous. I think it's misleading. You know, many times we have surgeons that have apps that can change the face. What happens is, if you don't produce that result, does the client have a legitimate right to say, I didn't get what you showed me, and so I want my money back?
Yeah.
That's a problem. So I don't use those apps in my office, and my patients are satisfied. Why? I'm giving them a realistic view of what they look like without an artificial view where I would have to change so many other things to get them to where they want to look like. So wrapping up this series, filters are a wonderful thing. It shows the progression of our digital It shows the progression of our digital age and where we are going. And where we are going is avatars. At some point, we all will be avatars. We will present ourselves as avatars. We will work from home. You will unlikely see people outside because that's the direction we are going in, and we have to learn to accept it. But we can accept it where we are not inviting negativity into our space by showing a false image of ourselves and expecting others to like us when they meet us in person. So on that note, thank you very much for watching this show. There are many more shows very similar you can see if you look at our YouTube channel. Thank you again. Next episode is coming shortly. Hey guys, if you're enjoying these videos, take a look at my new book, The Lust for Medical Beauty. This has everything you need to know about the origins of facial beauty, where it can take you, and why we need so much more. So check out Amazon #1 bestseller. It's the only place you can get it now, The Lust for Medical Beauty.